I'm breaking down how I won a Newtype challenge with red-blue Newtype ping. What's up everyone, Garrett with Talking Cards. Today, I'm breaking down my red-blue Newtype ping deck that I used to win my Newtype challenge. So let's just get straight into it with the deck list. All right, we're gonna start with the boss monster of the deck. Doesn't always come out every game, but when it does, it's very impactful. We got Unicorn Gundam Banshee Destroy Mode. Two of these bad boys, I wouldn't play more. It can definitely win you a game and it's very good. And it's also just good because it's a level 6, so it's hard to interact with that. And then it also has a 5/4 vanilla stats. Very good, especially if you can play it down before a Wing Zero comes down and play around things like that. Then we have 4 Kshatriya. One of the main feature cards of the deck. Being able to ping damage is just really good. And I can't say enough about the card, and it's fantastic. We have 3 Gundam from the starter deck, an Amuro pair. That's the main reason for it. It's a great stats and it boosts your units. Timely Gundam can do a lot of damage. Then we got 2 vanilla Kshatriya. I'm not gonna explain that one too much. It links with Merida. We got 3 Anksha. Good ping unit. Its stats are okay, 3/3, but honestly, it's there for the ping. And card was great. I don't need to play more of it though. Some people play it at 4. I think 3 was perfect because it allows me to do some other things with my ratios. Right now I'm on 4 Rezel. 4 Rezel was really nice because I almost always had something to play on that curve, whether I went second or first. And I think it's really important just to spam units on each of your curve lines pretty much. So every level you want to be able to play something down and pressure your opponent. You want them to have to answer you. And this next card is a big, you have to answer it, especially when it happens on curve. Gun Cannon. This card is fantastic, was so good in the mirror. I played 3 mirrors, and I'll talk about my matchups afterwards. But Gun Cannon was fantastic, really was. Resting 2 units most of the time was fantastic and really helped dictate my path to victory. And then we got 3 Jin, 4 Jim, and these are just our, level 2 cost 1s, easy to play down and pressure the board with. And then 4 gun tanks for the ping, very good. We got 2 close combats, and I'll talk more about why I chose close combat over Battle of Aces. And I really do think it's a meta call and a preference. And then we have 3 Show of Resolve, 4 Merida, 4 Amuro for our pilots. No Saylas in this list, but I do like Sayla. And then 4 Versalius. And this is the only base I would play in red-blue Newtype ping. I'm not a big Corsica fan in red-blue Newtype ping. I would rather increase the damage output that I can do with my characters and do it more consistently. And I don't like playing more than 4 bases. And Versalius also costs 1. And sometimes you kind of just need to draw a card, and that's what a base can do for you. So I really like this list. I really wouldn't change anything, but we'll talk about a few things here. Let's go over close combat. So the thing with close combat is right now the meta has shifted a little more aggressive, a little smaller. And against something like green-blue, close combat can be vital just to remove a unit off board without even having to already have damage on it or it be rested. Just being able to knock it right out is a really big and really important. It can also KO Zoworts. So without needing an Amuro, this can get the job done. So I really like close combat right now over Battle of Aces. However, if the meta shifts slower again and bigger units, Battle of Aces starts becoming a better and better card. Another thing that I'll talk about real quick is why only 3 Show of Resolve. It's really good, obviously, to see it, and you want to see it in the later game. However, you just don't want to see it early. I really wanted to make sure I was hitting my level 2s and my level 3s and do that as consistently as possible. Having 11 level 2s that only cost 1 and then having 8 level 3s that cost 2, that was just really consistent for me. And that's what I needed. So I really like the list. It isn't anything insane, isn't anything crazy, but it is super consistent. So what advice would I give you guys? Well, let's start with the mulligan. The mulligan is super important. For me, it really comes down to the pressure I can put early game with curve. So things like Jim, things like Jin, Gun Cannon Amuro, Gundam Amuro, and a couple, cost 1 cards or cost 2 Rezel. It depends on first and second. If I'm going first, I want as many of these bad boys as I can get. Level 2s, cost 1s. I want those. That's what I'm hunting for. If I am going second, however, cards like Rezel and Gun Cannon become super more valuable, because if I can play a cost 2 level 1 on my first turn and then go into turn 2, because of that resource, I can now play a Rezel or a Gun Cannon. Really important. And then Amuro Ray is something that I really like to see in opening hands. The Meridas, I felt like, I'll draw into it. But Amuro Ray was super nice on curve, and was usually something that I'd look for to keep in a hand. I want to give you all a quick reminder about my Meaty Community. This is one of the best ways to support the channel and get better at the Gundam card game. With Newtype challenges happening now and regionals on the way, there's already a green-white Wing Zero guide on there, and there'll be 2 more by the end of this weekend, with red-blue Newtype Ping and a Mastering Fundamentals guide. These are a great way to get better at the game and try to go from maybe, an X2 finisher to a top cut to maybe now you're winning prize cards. And it also opens up a dialogue with me on our Discord. You can just become a sub to get that Discord access, ask me questions and things like that, and just be a part of the community. So go check it out. And regardless, thank you guys for watching this video. Let's get back to it. All right, guys, so I'll break down my matchups a little. My matchups were 3 mirrors, and then I played a unicorn deck, blue-white, and then I played green-white wing, but with Sword Strike. So that was the final. It was a very good final, very close match. I was just able to really put enough pressure on before we got to the Wing Gundam Zero turn where he could kind of turn the match, and I was able to win before that turn could take place. So what would I say about these matchups? Well, I would say Gun Cannon was the key card in the mirror match. Very good to just tap down 2 units and use my board to clear. That's the only matchup where I really liked trading optimally instead of just attacking, putting pressure on. What I would do is I would usually try to use that turn to trade, and then from there on, I'd put all the pressure on my opponent. If that line wasn't available to me in the mirror match, I try to make them answer me so that they're spending all their turns trying to win back the board while I'm just going at shields. Now, the other matchups I would talk about are Unicorn and Green-White, and those are kind of played the same. You want to go as quick as you can, attack them, make them answer you, try to get around the blockers when you can, and try to play around Sword Strike the best you can, If they keep lifting a gun tank, that's okay, Maybe hold the GM so they do have to keep lifting the gun tank so you can keep pinging. Things like that, when you can play around it, are fantastic. But you really want to put the pressure on and make them answer you. That's the message of today. Trade optimally. That's what this deck can do. The ping damage creates great situations to where they have to answer your unit, be left with a couple damage left, and you can just play 2 pingers and remove that unit. And you did it all being proactive while swinging at shields and not attacking them, but we got the same trade. So it's a really good deck, super strong, and I would recommend you guys try it out for the Newtype challenge. If you play it, let me know how you guys do. Please like and subscribe, and comment down below with your results. I want to hear what you guys are playing, how's it working for y'all, and thanks again for tuning in. Catch you guys next time.